What is up, everybody? We're on Infinite Warfare. In my opinion, one of the greatest Call of Duty titles to ever release. It was the last Call of Duty title, in my opinion, that had true love behind it. I feel like this is a true love letter to the community, and I am excited to hop on this game again. I know I'm probably not going to get no lobbies, so today's video we're just going to go through, look at my account, see what all the things I have, and reminisce on the good times. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, well here we are, we're in the main lobby. I know it's going to be like a weird edit, because my dumbass didn't realize it was not done downloading when I started recording the video. So I had to record that intro and then wait. But anyway guys, so here we are, we're inside Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. It feels so good to say that I'm playing this game again, bro. I miss it. We're going to open this free Glopling Gloopin. Open the Glopling Gloopin, see if we get anything good. Aw, damn. Nothing good in this Glopling grouping. Man. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go over everything. Let me actually just turn my audio down. Because my audio is through the roof right now. But we're going to start with my mission teams. We're going to go through each individual category, going over every single thing. And, yeah, man. We're just going to check it out, bro. We're going to check it out, man. So first, our mission teams, we have Wolverines, level 56. Orion, 100. The Saber team, 53. Wrath, 70. Blood Anvil, 100. I think the coolest thing about these mission teams was that they were super simple. They were kind of like daily challenges for every single mission, and for every single level of each mission team. And we would get super hyped because we would like theorize on what guns we were going to get, what variants we were going to get for the new mission team weapons, because Blood Anvil was actually an additional mission team added in the middle, I think, of the life cycle of this game, or towards the end, which arguably had some of the better guns than a lot of the other mission teams. But that's the mission teams. Create a class. Let's see a good class here we can just get rid of. We'll do this one. So in here we have I'm gonna list through all the guns that we had on here, and I'll list off the best variant I had of each variant of gun, I would say. Um, so we have the MV4, in my opinion, one of the greatest M4 hybrid guns. That's not necessarily M4. It's more of a mixture between M16, M4, and like an ACR. That I think we've ever had in COD history. Other than the HBRE3. This and the HBRE3 are two of my favorite guns in COD history. Like, this is so good, bro. Like, so good, man. Anyway, best version of the MV4 I have is probably either the nuclear one, or the Honeybee, which is um, basically the Honey Badger from MW. I'm sorry, from Ghost. Um, the Flatline's also known to be pretty well, but that's just because this has infinite damage range mainly. The R3K is probably going to be the Wrecked. It's probably going to be the best version. Actually, this is going to take a while. So what we'll do is we're just going to list through the guns, and yeah, we'll show the variants off at the end where it's going to be easier to show them. But we have the K-Bar, awesome. The Type 2, awesome. The Volk, awesome. I actually really liked the AK futuristic mixture. That was a really cool idea. The RVN, which was one of I think the first DLC guns we ever got in the game, which is really cool. It turns into a taser, which is pretty cool. Um, the Xeon, bro, this was super broken when it came out because it has a built-in tracker scope, sort of. It's like a thermal tracker scope. The G-Rail. And that's actually all the ARs we have in the game. And we didn't actually have a whole lot of ARs in this game. But this is the thing about older CODs. And you'll see this if I go back into other games like Ghost or Black Ops 3 or COD 4 even. There wasn't a whole lot of guns because the guns that were coming out with either DLCs, or they were just coming out like we weren't getting as nearly as many as we are now. So SMGs, we have the ERAD, the P90 or the FHR. By the way, this is supposed to be like a Scorpion Evo. It's kind of what this is going for. This also has a taser version I think you can get. The Karma, which is basically your Vector. The RPAR Evo, which turns into one of my favorite guns in God history. The Ripper, which I think is absolutely so dope, man. I love it so much. HVR, which actually is supposed to be like a modernized UMP for 45, which I really think is really dope. Actually, was I think one of my favorite SMGs to run in comp, like when I did comp customs, because we allowed guns that they didn't necessarily allow in the actual comp. The VPR, super broken till this day, as far as I know, it's still extremely broken. The Trencher, which was I think was really cool because it started to bring back the old World War II guns. World War One. This is actually I think supposed to be the World War One. M18, MP18, I think is what it's called. The Raijin Easy EMX, which is pretty cool, has like a smoke grenade launcher, EMP launcher too. I think they had a little bit of both. That's the last SMG. LMGs, we have the Raw. This is actually an LMG I want to see come back. This is something that was I think also in Ghost. So a version of this was in Ghost, which I thought was pretty cool. The Mauler, the Titan, which is one of the best guns in the game, especially for zombies. The Auger, which was a minigun-esque gun, and I thought that was super cool. And again, would love to see this come back. The Atlas, which was basically like our version of a 249 saw in this game. You can see it kind of has the same design as a 249 saw with the whole sideways mag and stuff. Snipers, we had the Longbow, EBR 800, the Widowmaker, the DMR 1, which is basically a futuristic M1 Grand, the Trek 50, and the Protus. The Protus was an interesting gun when it first came out. When it first came out, it had aimbot and it was super broken because it has a shotgun mode. This is one of those guys that did a lot of the hybrid stuff. So like, yeah, the Protus was a hybro, shotgun, sniper. You had the EBR, which was a SIR, an assault rifle, sniper hybrid. Which I think some other ones that we had. This was a like, I think this had a hybrid as well. We had some of these guns had hybrid versions. So like you had like for here you had the Ripper gun. So IW is super big into hybrid guns. And again, like I've said before, I love hybrid guns. I love the idea. I love the concept. And there's other concepts that this game had that I think need to come back. And we're going to get into those in a minute. And this is why I think this is one of the best Call of Duties ever made. Because it was one of the best Call of Duties that was like trying its best to be different and be unique and try to benefit players who played a lot. And I think Call of Duty right now is so focused on punishing anyone that's good that it's nice to see a game just be cool, man. Be chill. But here's the shotties. We have the Reaver, the Banshee, probably one of the worst guns in the game. Man, I hate the Banshee so much. The DCM-8, the Rec 9, or Rack 9, sorry, the M2187. So this is the last COD that we had the models, the model 87s. So that's pretty cool. Classic weapons, that's something cool I thought too. So you get these for prestiging pretty much. So once you hit max prestige, you'll have all these guns unlocked, as far as I remember. And basically, these are all just OG guns brought back from other CODs. So, for example, the OSA is just the ARX 360. Now, this version, I think, is supposed to be the Advanced Warfare ARX. But there was one in Ghost too, so as well. So I don't know if this is supposed to be the Ghost one. I don't think they ever clarified because it says 2 in the back. So I don't know if it was supposed to be hinting at a Ghost 2. That never. I know they were working on a Ghost 2 at one point. But yeah, so this is the ARX. Then we have the MacTab 45, which was the UMP from NW2 and 3. I think this is supposed. I think the reason they called the MacTab 2 is also an Easter egg to MacTavish, because I think MacTavish is one of his favorite guns was the UMP as well. TF141, obvious hint to the Task Force 141. But this is basically the intervention. This is the OG intervention, man. This is as close visually wise as we've had so far. Not nearly as close as the original, but still pretty close. Way closer than we have the current intervention from Modern Warfare 2/3. We have the S Ravage, which is basically the Spaz 12 from Black Ops 2. Don't quote me on that. I don't really remember the Spaz 12 and what CODs it was in. I know it was in, I think, Black Ops 2, I think. Then we have the M1 Grand, the standard M1 Grand, not the DMR version. And those are the classics for primaries. Secondaries, we have the EMC handgun, the Oni handgun, the Kendall 44, which is your Glock, or your futuristic Glock. your Hailstorm, which is your futuristic 44 Magnum. Which now that I'm looking at this, and I don't think I took notice of this before, even though this is a 3-round burst version of it, but I think the revolver we have in NW3 currently is actually the single shot modern version of this gun because it looks exactly the same almost from 1-to-1 scale. The UDM, which I thought was really, this is like the Scorpion, like the micro Uzi, micro Scorpion, like that type of style weapon in this game. Then we have the Stallion 44, which was the 44 Magnum from COD Ghost, as well as I think this was an Easter egg to The Walking Dead, because when this game came out, The Walking Dead was still quite popular, because this is the same style of 44 Magnum that Rick Grimes would have used. Launchers, we have the Stallion SAA3, the P-Law, the Howitzer, which is currently looks to be bugged. But I think it's because I'm not level 50. Even on Prestige Master, for some reason it still locks it for some reason. I forgot about that, but that's basically your Thumper. And then you got the Venom X, which was a zombies wonder weapon, which again, fucking awesome idea to add a wonder weapon from zombies in the multiplayer. It wasn't OP, it wasn't bad, it was just kind of mid, and bring them back, man. We need more wonder weapons in MP, man. Melees, the combat knife, pretty standard, pretty basic. I could have sworn there was variants for this, but it looks like I didn't unlock any variants, which means there probably weren't. They have the axe. Then we have the axe headsman, and this is where things get interesting. So this is the first game that allowed you to throw melee weapons. So the axe, one of its traits, if you got the epic version, was it could be thrown. So pretty cool. Then the sword, I don't think the katana, yeah, that didn't have any weapon melee variants or anything. I don't think. I could be wrong. We'll see that in a second if I'm wrong or not. But then we have the nunchucks, which are really cool too. And in the classic, we had the Glock. I think what is this, 19 Glock 18, which is basically the full auto Glock from past Call of Duties. So those are all the that is all the weapons in the game currently. I don't think they'll be adding any more anytime soon. Ironically, I mean this game did come out like what is it, 10 years ago now, almost. Um, but this game also had pick 10, and it had your standard perks: Ghost, Overclock, Blast Shield, Blind Eye, Recon, Dexterity, attack resist, hardline, momentum, scavenger, cold blooded tracker. You know what I'm saying? Had also some really unique lethals and tacticals. So I had a cluster grenade, which is a regular grenade, but it exploded a bunch of times. Exploding drone. This is actually the origin of the breacher drone, which I thought was pretty interesting. I didn't notice this until a couple weeks ago when I was thinking about at IW and watching some old videos. But this is the OG breacher drone. This is the OG breacher drone. And honestly, now I'm thinking about it, like this game really did. NW3 really took a lot of ideas from this game. Some of them I wish they would have took more than others, but like the breacher drone, for example. Plasma grenade, just a fire grenade, pretty much. Sticky grenade, pretty much what it is. Secret grenade, also really cool. This is the idea of a spider grenade, which I thought was really cool. The trip mine, standard. Tar, which was a rocket propelled system that delivers a time sticky plastic payload, basically a breacher drone version or a faster breaching drone than this. The flatchet grenade. This is pretty one of the more weaker grenades in the game, but pretty cool anyways. Black hole projector, awesome fucking thing. Love this, bro. This was so much fun to mess around with. C4, and then we obviously have the biospike as well, which is like the throwing knife of this game. All right, so the tacticals, we had a personal radar. This is again something I really kind of wish would come back, as it'd be super interesting. So this is basically this game's version of, or better version of the heartbeat sensor. So it pretty much gives you like a small array that you can see the enemies. Cryo mine, pretty cool. Whatever, this is a mine. Jammer grenade, pretty cool. This is kind of the first rendition of what we have now, which is the EMP grenade. The dome shield, this is kind of like a protective shield, kind of like like a throwable riot shield that stays in one spot for a few seconds. Trophy system, standard smoke grenade, standard blackout grenade. This is basically your flash grenade, but instead of flashing, it blacks it out instead. And then the nano shot, which is basically your stim. This game's version of stim. I don't remember ever using this too much, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I think this is something I didn't really use that often. Attachment wise, we can put a gun on real quick so you guys can see. Pretty standard attachments. And this is what I said the other week when I saw my videos on YouTube. That there's a lot of scopes in this game that I don't actually remember. I don't remember the VMC, which is kind of weird. But this is what I was talking about before. This is the classic ELO that you see in the game currently. You see we have all these other attachments, pretty basic attachments for the time and for the era. Um, Remember, Call of Duty wasn't super heavy, hardcore with the whole attachment thing. So, we're going to go into camos, charms, all that type of stuff next. But before we do that, actually, let's go into score streaks and show off the score streaks. So, score streaks, we have the Scarab, UAV, drone package, counter UAV, bombardment, Scorchers, Trinity rocket, Vulture, Shock Sentry, which is basically regular sentry gun. Um, we have the Warden, which is like your VTOL, UAV, advanced UAV, I'm sorry, which is your advanced UAV, your Thor, which is like your Odin if you played Ghost, RC8, which is like a Juggernaut that is self-controlled by an AI, so you don't have to control it, and then the Apex. The Apex was so much fun to use. It's basically like a miniature. It's like a Wilson that flies. So pretty cool. Has rockets and stuff. Pretty cool. And this is gonna be a super long video, guys. I hope you guys are chilling, having a good time, man. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. And I'm gonna do these for other CODs too. I know these are longer videos. These might be like 30, 40 minutes. But if there's, I just want you guys to experience these games and to maybe sit here while you're watching this and think about some of the memories you had on these old games. But without further ado, let's get into the camos, dude. So this is one of the CODs that I played a lot of time in. Almost, what, I think 1,600 hours in this game or something. And I still have not unlocked Black Sky. If that is something you guys would like me to go back and unlock, I'd be interested in that. If I could know I could get lobbies, I'd be down to try to unlock Black Sky in 2023. But basically, here's your diamond. One of my favorite diamonds in COD history. I think this idea of like crystals, because that's what diamonds are. If you've never looked at a diamond in real life, it's just a rock. It's a crystal rock. All right. Um, and yeah, I just think this makes more sense than what a regular diamond would be. But and then here's gold, pretty weak gold. I'll be honest. And look at these camo challenges, man. 50 kills, 50 kills, 100 kills with this weapon, 150 kills, 200 kills, headshots, 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 long shots, ADS kills, um, kills without dying, double kills, no attachment kills. Like super basic attachments, basic challenge. Sorry. And this is what I miss, man. Just the super basic stuff, like stuff that didn't really drive you to drink too much. So zombies, I obviously do not have director's cut. Currently, at the moment, I'm working on getting my director's cut complete. And by currently working, I mean not working on it. And then the quartermaster, you guys can see. I'll show you guys. I have Spectrum V2, which is basically a Spectrum camo from Ghost. We have some other ones here. Again, I think Infinite Warfare had some of the best camo designs of any COD game ever. Like, I mean, look at some of these designs, bro. These were some sick fucking designs. I mean, even this is 2016, um, and back in the height of supply drops, and there were some killer designs. You'll see if I showcase more guns, I have more camos for different categories, but like there's so many cool designs in here, bro. Like even some of these basic designs are super sick. Like this is super clean. This ninja design. You obviously have the LGBTQ plus communities flag on the camo, but whatever, man. We also have some other countries as well. America looks sick as always. Um, some of the best ones are at the bottom, so I'm kind of that's why I'm going slow. So here we're gonna start getting to the better ones. So we have like Lightwave, some circuit board. Look circuit board. Look how sick that looked, man. You get the viral camo, super cool. Fire, Geo Wave. Yes, now we're getting into some of the seasonal events, so like the summer and stuff, as we're in right now, which I think is totally radical. Another rainbow camo, another like blackish camo version of Lightwave, but it's black and it's sideways instead of long ways. Amber, which was a super popular camo back in the day. And there's a ton of these that I have unlocked, and I don't remember which guns I have them for, but maybe I don't want this video to be too long. If you guys want me to go back in depth in another video going through every camo, I could do that because I'm sure I have some of these unlocked on other ones. But here's the Halloween ones. We have Jack o' Lantern. We have Haunted, pretty cool. We have Arknid. Arknid is, and this is something I didn't think about. I'm gonna have to make a video on this too. This is This is the gold. No, this is the poly version, poly camo for NW3 zombies, arachnid, or arachnidia as they call it over there. But same concept. It's a spider web, dark spider web. Same concept. And we have Ravenous, which is super cool. Mission teams, you got a camo for each of them, so pretty cool. I think Paranoia is my favorite out of all of them. This is for the Wrath, which is the one I'm currently activated. Extras, so this is the ones you get for pre-ordering the game, or whatever. So this is the Alien mixtapes. This is for, I believe, pre-ordering the game with zombies. The world, the CDL. So to the people who say I am not a professional player, this is something you get for participating. It was either this one or this one. It's one of these two are the ones you get for participating in World League, as well as like the esports scene. So like the ranked play during this time, this is something you get for participating. So even back here in 2016, I was still, even when I was not even playing professionally anymore, I was still participating in the competitive area. So suck it. Here's the Code Courage pack. This is back when the code packs I think were only like $5, so they weren't the best. Here's Frosted. This is a free event camo during Christmas. Again, super sick. It's kind of see-through. This is also back from the height of Rainbow Six Siege, so this is like their version of Black Ice almost. And then we have the Champion camo. Again, one of these is the purchasable one, and one of these is the reward one. I think this is the purchasable one. I think. This is like a $10 pack, I think, at the time. So charms, we have a bunch of these. We'll go for multiplayer first. So you have the dog tags, DOA, the skull. And we have a bunch of cool ones like Affinity Ward. We have the boobies. This is like a big one during the on YouTube for thumbnails. And there's a bunch of other ones in here. One of the greatest ones of all time is Mr. Smuggy Puss, which is why, if many of you have been watching for a while, this is one of the charms that was like the biggest reason I ran the Alien here on NB3 is a shout out to the Mr. Smuggy Puss. It's just a reference. And there's a bunch of other ones in here. Again, with the mission team ones, there's some. The extras, there's ones. Um, so pretty cool. And obviously, this is back when COD had prestiging for guns. If you know Modern World War II, there's a whole grind after prestiging guns, which is pretty cool. But this game didn't have anything for that. It was just something you could do for, I think you had charms or something for it. Then rigs. Rigs, we have a bunch of rigs. I'm not going to go too depth in these because most of these are the same. But we can show off some of them. You can see here's one. These are pretty much the best ones I've had for each rig. I don't know about that one. This one's wrong. Maybe it's not wrong. Maybe I'm tripping. Yeah, I don't have Salter quite yet. I thought I had another one. I think it's the last one. Is Captain Price, I think. Sometimes Infinite Warfare does this too. So if you're looking through these, yeah. So we have Ghost. I thought I had a Captain Price, but I don't. But we have Ghost, which is pretty sick. I like this idea of bringing back characters. Again, this is one of the things I love about this game, man. It was just so unique. It was so loving to the community and giving cool stuff. Sure, we had supply drops, but I don't think it was that bad. But moving on to the next thing, because I don't want this video to drag on for too long. Prototype Lab. These are all the variants that I am currently unlocked in the game. We'll fly through these. If you guys want to pause, get them all, you guys can. But most of the best variants in the game I have currently unlocked in the game. There's very few that I don't have. So, I mean, which is pretty unique. Because a lot of Prestige Master 30s that I ran into in this game didn't nearly have as much. So it shows you the type of grind I was doing back in 2016. But these are pretty much the same. Variants are just a little different. See, there's the axe. The MK2 collection, this is something that I need, in my opinion, needs to come back, bro. We need the Mark II collection. This is such a cool concept. They don't have to go nearly as hard with the camos. If they want to just do like a blue tin, a gray tin, a purple tin, an orange tin or something, that's fine. They don't have to go crazy. Like, this game went hard with the whole concept of like Mark IIs and stuff. But this is such a cool concept, dude, because these were supply drop only weapons. But these give you 30%, 20. I think some of these gave, yeah, all gave 30% increase in XP per kill, which was amazing for anyone trying to level up. And you can see here, I got quite a bit of them Some of these guns don't have Mark IIs. Like, there's no Mark II Ripper. Oh, yeah, there is. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Never mind. Just ignore me. Ignore that whole conversation I just did. Um, but you can see here, there's tons, and I'm missing a shit ton of these Mark IIs. Just because the amount of time it needed to get them. I mean, I don't think I know anyone that has every Mark II. Because it would take hundreds of dollars to get every Mark II, just because Mark IIs are really, they're harder to get than the regular high end variants. But pretty cool. Um, most guns have two Mark IIs. So here's there is Mark IIs for the katana and the nunchucks, which I thought was kind of weird because there's not Mark IIs for the regular ones for these two, but there is Mark IIs, which was odd. Team Depot. This is what you get for mission teams. Now, you do get for this level 50. Once you get to level 100, you'll get Mark II equivalents of those guns. So keep that in mind. And then here is the Quartermaster Collection. These are DLC guns mainly. You can see here most of these are DLCs, but there is a couple versions of guns they added later on in the game's life cycle. So pretty cool overall. Then we have the Scoresheik Lab, which is basically the Scoresheik's versions. So pretty cool. That is that. Let's hop over here to records. So right now, currently sitting at 94,000 kills on my account with a 1.3 KD, 2,000 wins with a 0.8 win loss. Actually, one of my better win losses, surprisingly. Almost 5,000 games played. Um, I have an average global score per minute of a 50, but it's right around 430 normally. You can see there at the stat graph. Highest kills 109. I think I have a 140 kill game that crashed, so I don't. It's on my record. Pretty much every COD has one of those where like I get a super high amount and it just crashes. But highest score 9,500, highest KD 34-0, highest SBMM 3,100, SPM not SBMM. Kills without dying is 39. Most XP is 43k. Um, Total time played, I have 20 days, 23 hours in the game. Currently, 49,000 kills with Merc, 28,000 kills with the MV4. That's my main gun, you can tell. 415 kills with the throwing knife. Mostly used the personal radar, mostly use UAV, and mostly use Warden. Most successful game type is infected. Um, but hardcore is my big thing. So you can see here 10 days in hardcore domination. Like, that was my mode back in the day. So for the people that say I'm just scared of hardcore, I had almost 50, what is that, 54, no, 5.4 million score in hardcore domination, so suck it. Medals, so we had 4,000 unstoppable medals. So basically kills without, 31 kills without dying. Um, Now, doubt it, some of these kills do get affected by custom, so keep that in mind. So everything you see here is nearly in half except for nukes. Which we'll show here in a second if I can find them because I don't think they're. I think they're at the bottom actually. It might be right. Here we are. Let's see, nukes for 25. So I have 331 nukes, um, which is actually quite low. I think I thought I had 400, but I don't. So rip. Um, I have 60 trade medals. Um, I swear I've won a match of rock paper scissors, but get fucked, I guess. Prestige Master 26 of 30. And I am currently um, sitting at, let's see here, calling cards, standard. Have all the standard ones, obviously. Operations, mostly done with operations. You can see here, if you guys want to pause and look at them. Again, Infinite had some of the best calling cards in my opinion. Like, some of these mastery cards were fucking sick, bro. Like, just sick. Um, bro, this is back in the glory days, man. Back when these were the type of calling cards we got, bro. Like, this is lit, bro. Lit, bro. Some equipment ones, some rigs, some prestige, special ops. These were back when COD used to have special ops challenges. We don't really have them no more. But like a Q kills, one bolt while sliding, or damage 4 different weapons. You know, same thing. Get a nuke. Melee an enemy who has been plagued. which I believe this was a limited time mode or something that calls that. Outfitter, Quartermaster, these are all the ones you get off the Quartermaster, so some of these are pretty sick, most of these are kind of just mid. This is pretty cool, I guess. Um, Again, some of the special event ones as well down here. Look at the quality in that. That looks so good, bro. And these were super sick. These were popular as fuck back in the day. These psychedelic, trippy, like LSD type of style. And they were really big on the women back then, which I think was super dope too. Like, come on, bro. Like, they couldn't do something like this today, bro. They couldn't. They couldn't get away with it today. Um, but yeah, man, I just love this, man. I love this style of Call of Duty. I miss this era. This fun era. This okay era. Like, these are so sick. Extras. These are again some of the ones you can purchase. So here we have the Call of World League champions. Game battles, again, another proof that I was this shit back in the day, bro. I got the game battles thing. Not many people have this calling card. The beta, again, also something a lot of people don't have because a lot of people didn't like this game. I was one of the ones that pre-ordered it. Zombies ones, some Christmas ones, Code Courage, campaign of all of those. Prestige, we obviously have all of them because we're Match Prestige. These are super sick, bro. Like, what happened in the old days when we used to get Prestige calling cards? Oh, wait, we don't have Prestiges. Soul challenges, these are zombies ones pretty much. I actually don't have that many for zombies. You can see here, I don't even have the director's cut or anything. I didn't do hardly any of the Easter eggs, but um, there's some secret ones. Feed the hungry. There's some other ones I haven't done yet. I do have a lot of the. I actually the mastery card for this one. Actually, I forgot. So the Soul Mastery Challenge, and then career milestones. We have some of these as well. And then mission teams. We have the mission team ones all done. Super sick, bro. Emblems. We have a custom one. I made this back in like 2018, 2019, so it's actually quite old. I mean, I only had, um, no, I don't have my view counter, I don't have my sub count on this one. So yeah, it would have been really old because if I didn't have a sub, usually if I made it recently, it would have a sub count. But here's the emblems. Some pretty cool ones in here. Again, this is back when we had custom emblems, so like having these really didn't matter to me all that much. Um, but yeah, they're here for people that care. They're here, which I think is a great thing. And here's all the mastery um, emblems for Master Prestige. I only need 4 more Prestiges. I should really come back and hit Master Prestige 30. I really should. We had I have all the announcers. So I have the Grand Monos, I have the Ken Young, UK, which is basically Ghost, Method Man, and I have Aussie Man reviews. And here's a better way to see the challenges as well. Contracts. This is a cool thing that we can do. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That is Infinite Warfare in 2023 for me, bro. Like, or 2024 now. I might try to play these in the future, but I don't know. I know these modes are kind of dead. This game is dead. Let's be honest. So I might try to play this in the future. I don't know. It's up to you guys. If you guys leave likes, you guys want to see content, I will make it, man. I will do it. I will rock it. But with that being said, I love you guys. You're kind. I love this game. I miss this game. Till the next one. Peace.